My beloved child, listen very carefully tonight, because something is moving silently in the background of your life, something you were never prepared to face, and something that has been waiting for this exact night to come out of the shadows. For days, there has been a strange tension inside your house, a pressure you couldn't explain, a feeling that the walls were listening and the nights were holding secrets that didn't belong to you. But what you didn't know was that someone close to you had been carrying a truth heavier than her own heartbeat, a truth she wanted to tell you, but didn't know how. And tonight, she can't hide it anymore. Because there is something she placed under her bed, something she was terrified to reveal, something she prayed you never discovered, but destiny has chosen this night to uncover every hidden piece. The silence in her room isn't normal. The way she has been avoiding your eyes isn't random. Every time she said, "I'm fine," she was protecting you from something that shouldn't even exist in your world. But the time of hiding is over. The truth is walking toward you whether you are ready or not. Tonight, when the lights dim, when the wind brushes against the window, when the air inside your home grows heavier than usual, you will finally understand the reason behind her restless nights. You will understand why she double-checks the door before sleeping, why she keeps waking up at 3 a.m., why she suddenly started writing things she never wanted anyone to read. She didn't hide that thing under her bed because she wanted to. She hid it because she feared what would happen if it remained out in the open. She feared the consequences, the questions, the shock that would hit your chest like a storm the moment you saw it. But destiny has its own clock, and tonight its alarm has rung. Every second is pulling the truth closer. Every sound is turning into a warning. And every heartbeat inside your chest is preparing itself for what's coming. You may think you know your daughter. You may think you understand her fears, her silence, her habits, her choices, but you have no idea what she has been dealing with in the corners of her own world. For the last few nights, she kept whispering something in her sleep, words that didn't make sense to anyone, but meant everything to her. She wasn't talking to herself. She wasn't dreaming. She was trying to speak to someone she hoped would hear her before it was too late. She has been carrying a message, a dangerous one, and she placed it under her bed because she wanted to protect the only person she truly loves, you. She hoped that keeping it hidden would stop the situation from exploding, but tonight the silence breaks. Tonight, the truth she protected with trembling hands will stand right in front of you. There is something unusual about the atmosphere tonight. A strange heaviness surrounds her room. The shadows near her bed seem deeper, as if they are guarding something. Even the floor beneath her feet feels colder, as if the truth itself is shivering, waiting for the moment it must come forward. You will notice the small details, the way she keeps looking at her door, the way she tries to smile but her eyes betray her, the way she walks slowly as if she fears stepping on a truth that is too fragile to handle. She has been rehearsing this moment in her mind, preparing herself to tell you what she hid, but every time she tried, her courage melted like ice. She didn't want to disappoint you. She didn't want to shock you. But more than anything, she didn't want the truth to hurt you. She thought hiding it under the bed would buy her time. But all she bought was pressure building like a storm. And tonight that storm is ready to break. There is a reason the night feels longer than usual. A reason your intuition keeps telling you something is coming. A reason your heart is beating with an unfamiliar rhythm. The truth under her bed has a weight, not physical weight, but emotional gravity powerful enough to pull everything toward it. It has been sitting there quietly, but tonight it will not remain silent. Because even the truth gets tired of hiding. And when truth gets tired, it reveals itself in the loudest possible way. You will see it in her eyes first, the guilt, the fear, the desperation, the courage, all rising together like a wave ready to crash. She will stand in front of you tonight, hands shaking, voice soft but trembling, eyes filled with the kind of honesty that hurts more than lies. She won't ask for your permission. She won't wait for the right moment. She will simply say, "There's something I need to show you," and that sentence alone will change everything inside your world. Because what she hid under her bed isn't just an object. It's a truth. A message. A revelation. A turning point. A moment that will divide your life into before and after. She didn't hide it because it was dangerous. She hid it because it was meant to protect you. But even protection has limits. And tonight, those limits have reached their final edge. You will walk toward her room with a mix of fear and curiosity, trying to prepare your mind but failing miserably, because no one can prepare for a truth that has been waiting silently in the dark. The door will open slowly. The room will feel colder. The bed will look normal, but the space beneath it will hold a reality that doesn't belong to an ordinary night. She will kneel, slide her hand under the bed, and pull out the very thing she spent days hiding. And when she places it in your hand, the weight of it will feel nothing like the weight of the message it carries. Your breath will pause. Your heartbeat will freeze. Your mind will go blank for a second because the truth will hit you with a force you weren't prepared for. Everything you assumed, everything you believed, everything you thought about her will shift. She didn't hide it to lie to you. She hid it because she wanted the right moment to reveal it. And destiny chose tonight. The night won't end quietly. It won't end simply. It won't end softly. Because truth never arrives softly, it arrives like an earthquake. And tonight, that earthquake is coming from beneath her bed. Your life is about to change. Your understanding is about to change. Your relationship with her is about to change. And when the truth stands between both of you, it will shake the foundation of everything you believed was normal. Because the truth she reveals tonight is not small. It's not ordinary. It's not something you can forget. It's something that will echo inside you long after this night is gone. Tonight, everything changes. But my beloved child, the moment she places that hidden truth into your hands, something shifts in the air around you, like the entire house suddenly exhales after holding its breath for too long. You won't understand it immediately, but your body will feel it before your mind catches up. Her eyes will be locked on your face, waiting, trembling, terrified of your reaction, because she knows once you see what she has been hiding, there is no going back to the life you lived yesterday. You will hold it carefully, almost afraid to grip it too tightly, because something about it feels alive, like it has been waiting for you longer than she has been waiting to confess. The moment your fingers touch it, a coldness runs through your spine, a chill that feels too intentional to be an accident. And suddenly, you realize, this wasn't just a secret she hid, this was a burden she carried. A burden too heavy for someone her age, too dangerous for someone her size, yet she still protected it with all the strength she had left. She steps backward slightly, as if giving you space to breathe, because she knows this moment will either break you or awaken something inside you that has been asleep for years. The room feels smaller, the air thicker, the shadows sharper. Even the walls seem to lean closer, listening, observing, absorbing the tension that is about to explode. You stare at the object again, its edges, its shape, its strange weight, and you can feel the truth pulsing through it like a heartbeat. She whispers, barely audible, "I didn't want to hide it. I just didn't know what else to do." And that one line opens a new fear inside your chest. What exactly forced her into hiding something like this? What happened before she tucked it under her bed? And what is about to happen now that it's out in the open? Before you can ask anything, the house makes a sound you've never heard before. A low creak, slow and deliberate, as if the floor itself is reacting to the truth that has finally escaped the shadows. You look toward the hallway, your heartbeat rising, your breath shortening, your instincts firing like alarms. Something about tonight feels watched. There's a presence in the atmosphere, quiet, invisible, but undeniably real. Your daughter senses it too, because she grabs your arm with a sudden tightness, her voice trembling as she says, "We don't have much time." Her urgency slices through the air like lightning. She knows something you don't. She has seen something you haven't. And whatever she hid under her bed, it wasn't meant to stay hidden for long. The lights flicker for a moment, just a second, but enough to make your stomach twist. It's as if the electricity itself shivered at the truth. Your daughter takes a slow breath, her eyes glistening with fear and determination. She wants to explain, but the words won't come out. The truth she carries isn't simple. It isn't something she can describe casually. It has layers, consequences, warnings, and a shadow attached to it that she has been trying to outrun. She looks at you again, her voice breaking as she whispers, "I think, it's already here." Those words freeze everything inside your mind. Already here? Since when? Where? What exactly has she brought into this house by hiding that thing? Your grip tightens on the object. It feels heavier now, almost alive, almost reactive. A strange warmth begins to pulse against your palm, not burning, but warning. Like it's trying to communicate something urgently, something only you can understand once you accept what it carries. The floor creaks again. A slow, dragging sound. Not footsteps. Something softer. Something deliberate. Something that moves only when the lights dim and the truth is close enough to taste. Your daughter steps closer to you, her voice trembling, "We have to leave the room. Now." She pulls your hand, guiding you toward the door, but before you can take a step, the object in your hand vibrates faintly, a tiny pulse, like a heartbeat trapped inside cold metal. Your breath catches. Your mind freezes. Because objects don't do that. Not ordinary ones. Not harmless ones. But this one isn't harmless. This one carries a truth that was never meant to be discovered by someone unprepared. You look at her again, your voice low, "What did you bring into this house?" She closes her eyes, tears gathering, guilt crushing her small shoulders. "I didn't bring it," she whispers. "It followed me." Those 3 words hit your chest harder than anything tonight. It followed her? From where? Since when? Why her? And what does it want from your family? The hallway grows colder. The air becomes still. Even the clock on the wall seems to pause, as if time itself is waiting for the next move. Your daughter suddenly turns her head sharply toward the door, eyes wide with fear. You hear it too, the faintest whisper, a breath that doesn't belong to either of you, floating just outside the room. The house shifts again, the sound echoing through the walls. She squeezes your hand tighter, burying her fear in your strength, and whispers, "It knows we found it." And in that moment, you understand, tonight isn't just about a hidden truth. It's about what the truth attracts. What it summons. What it wakes. What it changes inside your home forever. This is only the beginning. The night hasn't revealed its full face yet. And the truth she hid under her bed is just the first door. My beloved child, the moment she whispers, "Papa, don't turn around," something inside your chest collapses like the air has been punched out of your lungs by an invisible force. Every instinct inside you screams to look back, to see what's standing behind you, to face whatever has been following the truth that now trembles violently inside your hand, but her voice freezes you in place, as if her fear has wrapped itself around your spine and held you still. Your breath becomes shallow, your heartbeat echoes in your ears, and the silence behind you thickens into something almost solid. You can feel it now, not with your eyes, but with the cold pressure blooming across the back of your neck. Something is standing there. Something tall. Something too close. Something that knows you can't move without revealing your fear. The object in your hand pulses again, harder, faster, hotter, like a trapped heart beating against iron bars. Your daughter's tiny fingers grip the back of your shirt, her trembling anchoring you to the moment. "If you turn around, it will see your eyes," she whispers. "And when it sees your eyes, it won't leave us alive." Her words slice through your veins like ice. You swallow, your throat dry, your body rigid. The air behind you shifts again, a slow cold breath brushing your shoulder as if the creature is inches from your skin. You don't move. You don't blink. You don't exhale. You simply exist in the thin space between terror and stillness. The creature's presence grows heavier, denser, pressing against the room like a storm cloud forming in the dark. Your daughter's voice trembles again, barely audible. "Papa, it only reacts when you move. If we stay completely still, it won't know which one of us holds the truth." But the object in your hand betrays you, vibrating with a pulse that grows more frantic, more alive, more desperate to escape. It wants to be found. It wants to be taken. And the creature behind you can sense it. Your fingers tighten reflexively, but the moment you do, the pulse stops, completely. The silence that follows is worse than the vibration. It feels like a trap slamming shut. Your daughter gasps softly, her hand covering her mouth, her eyes locked on the darkness behind you. "Papa, it knows." Those 3 words send a violent shock through your chest. Before you can react, The wardrobe door beside you creaks open by itself, slow and steady, revealing nothing but pitch blackness that feels deeper than shadow. A cold hand, not human, not warm, brushes the back of your arm. Your daughter squeezes her eyes shut, choking on a whisper. Don't move, don't move, don't move, but the creature is too close now. The air bends around it. The shadows lean toward it. The truth in your hand burns like fire, its final warning. You realize this is it. The moment everything leads to. You exhale one quiet breath and whisper back to her, when I say run, you run. She shakes her head violently, tears streaming. Papa, no, but it's too late. The creature shifts closer, the floor groaning under its weight even though it makes no footsteps. You turn your wrist just slightly, bringing the truth closer to your body. The creature reacts instantly, its outline flickering in the shadows, a tall twisted silhouette with distorted limbs and a face you thank God you cannot see. It leans in, sniffing the air, searching for the truth you hide. You feel its cold breath on the side of your neck. And then, your daughter screams your name with a terror you've never heard before. You snap your decision in a heartbeat. You tighten your grip on the truth. You step forward. And you turn. The creature roars, an inhuman, bone-shaking sound that cracks through the room like thunder. The truth in your hand explodes with blinding light, white and violent, flooding every corner of the room. Your daughter falls backward from the shockwave, covering her face as the creature wails in agony, its silhouette burning away in the brightness as if its existence is unraveling strand by strand. The house shakes. The walls tremble. Your heartbeat races. The light grows brighter, 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 until everything disappears into white. Silence. Then slowly, the light fades. The creature is gone. The hallway is empty. The room is still. And your daughter lies on the floor, shaking, staring at you with wide, terrified eyes. You look down at your hand. The object, the truth, has vanished. In its place is nothing but warmth. A warmth that slowly fades from your palm, like the final heartbeat of something that chose to save you. Your daughter crawls into your arms, sobbing into your chest, trembling uncontrollably. You hold her tight, feeling the weight of everything that just happened, everything she hid, everything she endured alone. The night outside is quiet again. Too quiet. But the danger is gone. The thing that followed her, the thing that wanted its truth back, is no longer in this world. But the final shock hits you when she whispers into your chest, "Papa, that wasn't the only one." And the lights flicker. Once. Twice. Then slowly go dim. My beloved child, the moment the lights flicker for the third time, a slow shiver rolls across the entire ceiling, like the house itself is warning you that the night is not finished with you yet. Your daughter's crying softens into small broken breaths against your chest as you hold her tighter, your heartbeat still racing from what you just faced, but the silence that follows is not peaceful, it's charged, electric, alive with something waiting in the walls. Your skin prickles as the air shifts again, colder than before, carrying a faint low hum you didn't hear earlier. Your daughter lifts her head from your chest, her eyes red but wide open, staring into the dark corner of the room like she sees something you can't. Her lips part slowly, but no sound comes out at first. The fear in her eyes is different this time, not sudden, not sharp, but deep, knowing, as if she understands a truth you haven't uncovered yet. You whisper, "What are you looking at?" but she doesn't answer. Her trembling hand raises and points toward the farthest corner of the room, the one place still untouched by the light's blast, and your breath halts when you see it too. The shadow there is wrong. It doesn't match the shape of the furniture. It doesn't move with the flickering bulb. It stands too tall. Too still. Too aware. You step backward slowly, your arm wrapped around your daughter, your eyes locked on the unmoving darkness in the corner. The truth you unleashed didn't erase everything, it only pushed one creature away. The second one, the one she was too scared to confess about, never left. It was waiting, hiding, watching the moment you were most vulnerable. The light bulb buzzes overhead, dimming slowly, sucking the last bit of brightness from the room. Your daughter's voice finally escapes her throat, filled with dread so heavy it almost collapses her chest. "Papa, that one doesn't want the truth." You feel your stomach drop. She swallows hard, tears sliding down her cheek as she continues, "It wants me." Those 3 words slice through your soul. The shadow moves. Not fast. Not loud. But with a slow, deliberate motion that makes the walls groan and the air tighten like a fist closing around your lungs. You pull her behind you, your body shielding hers, your eyes fixed on the creature emerging from the corner, an outline built from darkness itself, its edges bending away from the light as if it rejects the very idea of being seen. The floor creaks under its weight, and for the first time tonight, you feel real terror, terror not of what it wants, but what it's willing to do to get it. Your daughter grabs your shirt, her whisper broken, "Papa, we can't fight this one, it's stronger." But you don't move. You don't back away. You don't let go of her. The creature steps forward again, the shadow trailing behind it like smoke being dragged across the floor. Then suddenly, the whole room vibrates. Not violently, but powerfully, deep, like a heartbeat inside the walls, a warning pulse that shakes dust from the ceiling. The creature stops. It tilts its head, listening, sensing something else in the room. The warmth on your palm returns, soft, subtle, like the last echo of the truth you held. A glow forms, faint but real, shimmering under your skin. Your daughter notices it instantly, her eyes widening with a mixture of hope and terror. "Papa, the truth didn't disappear, it went inside you." And in that moment, you understand, the light didn't vanish when you turned. It transferred. It chose you. The creature snarls, a low rumble that vibrates through the floorboards, and begins to approach, faster this time, more aggressive, its shadow stretching toward you like claws. Your daughter screams your name, clutching your arm, and for a heartbeat you feel the entire room collapse into a single decision. The warmth in your palm grows hotter, brighter, burning through your veins, rising up your arm like liquid fire. The creature lunges forward, an explosion of darkness, and you raise your hand without thinking. The moment your palm faces it, a burst of blinding white light erupts from your skin, roaring outward like a silent storm. The creature's scream shakes the room, bending the air, twisting the shadows, tearing through the darkness until the light consumes everything. You brace yourself, holding your daughter tight as the room explodes into white, pure, violent, all-consuming white. Then suddenly, silence. Slowly, the light fades. The shadows settle. The walls stop shaking. And the darkness retreats like a dying breath. The creature is gone. Completely erased. The room is still. Your daughter clings to you, crying softly, but this time, not from fear. Relief. The night feels lighter now, real, normal. The air returns to its natural warmth. The silence becomes silence again, not a warning, not a presence, not a threat. Just quiet. She looks up at you, her voice small but certain. "Papa, it's over." You pull her close, your hand resting on her back, your heartbeat finally slowing to something human again. But when you look at your palm, there is still a faint shimmer. A small reminder. A mark of the truth that chose you. A truth that will never fully leave. Because tonight wasn't just about darkness. It was about what woke inside you when the darkness came. And somewhere deep in the walls of your house, something shifts. Not threatening. Not dangerous. Just watching. As if the truth left one final message behind. This night may be over. But the story is not.